Hey guys, I'm coming to you live today from the Alaska Airlines lounge in the Seattle International Airport because my family and I are getting ready to go on one of the biggest trips of our lives. I partnered with Alaska Air and One Alliance to visit the U.S. Civil Rights Trail, and I'm looking so forward to seeing the places that I've only read about in books, being able to take my daughters along. You guys tap into history, learn more, and enjoy these different cities, some of which I've never been to. So we will be on the road for the next couple days. We're going to bring you along with us. We're going to show you these sites. We're going to give you some history, and it's all in celebration of Black culture, Black food, Black lives, and Black History Month. So come along with me. Let's go. Okay guys, we are here. We landed in Little Rock last night. We got some rest, we woke up, and we eased into the day. Right now I'm standing in front of the old State House in Little Rock, Arkansas at the beginning of the Arkansas Civil Rights Heritage Trail. This Heritage Trail leads you from start to finish right here along all of the really important milestone places during the Civil Rights Movement in Little Rock here in Arkansas. It starts at the old State House and then it ends at the Clinton Library, and so we're gonna go check out some things. Our next stop is the Masonic Temple. It's got all kinds of information about civil rights heritage, all of the important players. Let me go back. The Civil Rights Heritage Trail, is really important because there are these milestone markers on the ground, and they list all of these kind of unsung heroes of the civil rights. We just sat in front of one that was really exciting. We did some research on this woman. I'm going to share a little bit later, but she was a freedom writer, and so you can come and you can walk along this trail and learn about all of the unsung, unspoken, maybe unknown heroes of the civil rights movement, and I'm just so excited to be here and to explore. So come along with me. Let's go see what's next. Hey guys, we just left Mosaic Templars and now we are at Little Rock Central High School. Little Rock Central High School is a huge, important monument in the civil rights movement, and it was here that this high school was the very first high school to integrate during the civil rights movement. The Little Rock Nine are legends here in Arkansas, but they're also legends across the United States, and it's so cool to hear their story. I wondered if this was a real high school. I should have done that research before coming, and as we were walking down to the high school, a student came up and I just was like, hey, do you live here? He's like, yes. I'm like, is this a high school? He was like, in fact, this is my high school, and I am so proud to be a student at Little Rock Central High School. He told us all about what it means to go here, the pride that people hold when they come here, and all of the history behind it. So I feel really, really lucky and really blessed to be able to see this place with my eyes. Like, it has obviously had an impact on my life, and probably yours too if you went to any public school in America, especially if you're African American. So this is a little piece of history that I get to put in my pocket. I'm so excited about it. You guys check it out. Okay guys, we're on day 2 of our U.S. Civil Rights Tour. We just got to Memphis, Tennessee. We spent most of our morning just kind of rolling around the city trying to see what was what. We took a stop at the Peabody Hotel. We took the girls so they could see the Ducks March, and then we went to Bill Street. Bill Street was a cultural hub for African Americans back in 1920s all the way up to the civil rights movement, the 1950s and 1960s. Memphis is really important because it was the last place that Dr. King came before he was assassinated on April 4th, 1968. He arrived to Memphis for the Memphis sanitation strike and on March 28th, and then he was assassinated right here at the Lorraine Hotel on April 4th, 1968, right around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We just finished going through the museum and it was really emotional. I kind of am at a loss for words because as we went through the museum, it went all the way back to chattel slavery till now. And what I'm realizing is that Black people have been fighting our entire existence in the United States. If we weren't fighting for human rights just to be seen as a human, we're fighting for civil rights and just having fair pay and fair housing and equal jobs. And some of those fights we're still experiencing now in 2022. I will never forget this day. I'll never forget what it meant to walk through this hotel with my daughter and just to have those conversations. And I feel even more called to give my children the very best life I can. I'm so thankful for this trip. I'm so thankful for Alaska Airlines, and I'm so thankful that I get to bring it to you. We're gonna go have some dinner at a Black-owned restaurant. I'm gonna report back with you guys later, and then tomorrow we're gonna head to our next city. See you guys soon. Okay guys, so we are here in Montgomery, Alabama at Dexter King Memorial Baptist Church, and this is where Dr. King preached for many years. His parsonage is also here. It was the house that he lived in that got bombed several times during the Civil Rights Movement. Yesterday we were in Selma. We crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That's important because the march from Selma to Montgomery ended here. And the Capitol building is right here. So when the voters these are gonna be the bloopers, right? So back in the 60s when they were marching for the rights to vote, for Black people to vote, they marched all the way to the Alabama State Capitol, which is diagonal from Dr. King's church. So pretty cool to be in Selma last night. Well, to start out in Birmingham, then to be in Selma, then to drive the route from Selma to Montgomery that led to this very moment. And I'm so excited to share it with you guys, so check it out.